Good afternoon. I'm Alicia Noemi Carreiro-Con, one of the body and movement therapists at Auno Hoiskole. And today I wanted to talk about nutrition. We were talking about the wheel of health, and upcoming was the subject of nutrition.
And my name is Kristiane, and I'm here with Alicia today. I'm probably going to be mostly in the background, but I am also part of our high school.
Okay, thank you, Kristiane. Hello. So, I'm going to talk about what is the macrobiotic approach to eating, and my interpretation, my take on it, the way I teach it, I share it. So we human beings have lived on this planet, and macrobiotics is not just about food, but also about the cosmos, how life starts on planet Earth and how it has evolved. And it also looks at the way all beings are fed. We are just one more being on planet Earth. And most animals, they know what to eat and they're healthy. But sometimes it is a bit problematic with us human beings. We don't know what to eat. But there is a biological conditioning, if you wish. If we look at animals, mainly birds, you can see birds, the type of bird will show the type of food they eat. For instance, birds with long beaks living by the water to catch fish, birds with curved beaks to tear off the meat. So different types of beak will show the type of food that those little beings or big beings eat. And in our case, we also have a beak, which is our teeth. So our teeth show what we should eat and the proportion, because sometimes we don't hear much about proportion, but that is a key element, actually. An adult human being has 32 teeth, 20 of which are molars. That is already very telling, very important tip, because 70% of our teeth are molars, designed and with a function designed to mow, to grind. Yeah, they have that function. Then we have 8 incisors, 4 on top, 4 at the bottom. That is 20% of our teeth, and only 4 canines. That if you speak a Latin language, canine, canino is related to carne, meat. That is the teeth for the protein, actually. So if you transport this to a plate, 70% of our plate should be 4 grains cereals. But this is already, the plate that you can see there is already an adaptation, because as my master would say, if I tell people to eat 70% of their plate grain, only if they are dying will they do it, because we are not used to eating so much grain these days. So he would say, okay, at least let's respect half the plate for whole grain cereal.
Yeah, and that I would add to it or complement with it that grain, we are really meaning whole grain. That's what
Yes,
you're talking about. We're not talking about white grain,
we're
white
not.
rice, white spaghetti,
Yeah.
white bread,
No,
yeah. So it's
no,
whole grains we're
that's
talking
right.
about
It's
here.
whole grain cereal, whole grain. The white grain, actually, it's like a poison, if you wish, because it turns. These are the simple carbs that turn into sugar quickly in our bloodstream. So they cause a bit of a problem. They are the source of diabetes and obesity and many heart problems also. So no, we are talking about whole grain, the way the grain grows in nature, whole. Yeah. Then yes, the other half of the plate, as we have more incisors, which are the teeth for cutting vegetables. So we have more vegetables than protein. 30-20. Protein. We were talking with Kristiane before we started about protein. By protein, I mean, oh my goodness, the word is
Legumes.
legumes. Or yeah, there is another word, pulses. Yeah,
Yes.
legumes, pulses, like yeah, like for instance, lentils, chickpeas, all these yeah, high protein
Beans. Yeah.
beans. Yeah, that's the word I was wanting to find. Okay, beans, or else fish. If you're not vegan, if you're into some animal protein, fish, poultry, egg. Yeah, eggs also. Vegetables, sea vegetables are also vegetables. We are not only talking about land vegetables, but sea vegetables, I would include them here in the 30% of vegetables. However, there are some vegetables that we advise against their daily usage, like eggplant, like all the sunshades. Yeah.
Nightshades.
Sorry, nightshades. Yeah. Yeah. They grow at night. So yeah, the nightshades.
And I do
Um,
want to say that it's not like we say don't ever use them. It's just use them more sparingly.
yeah, avoid
Base
them.
it, base it on the vegetables that's not nightshades, and add some nightshades for a little extra.
Yeah, and if
Extra.
you're healthy, your body can deal
Yeah.
with that and will get rid of the poisonous.
But some people actually do get feel like some people with rheumatism in particular, or
Yeah,
acidic conditions, can actually feel that when they eat nightshades, they can feel that those conditions get worse. Other
get
people
worse.
seem to be able to handle it.
That's
So,
why I said if you are in good health, I mean, if you suffer from rheumatic diseases or arthritis or painful joint problems, no, yeah, avoid them because then you won't want to have them. You will feel the pain. You will feel the inflammation. Yeah. Shall we say what whole grain cereal examples? Because sometimes I've been asked, is soy a grain? No, no, that's not a grain. So, yeah, for instance, brown rice, millet, uh, couscous, quinoa, bulgur. Yeah, mm,
wheat, barley, rye, oats,
that's right. In
buckwheat,
grain form,
buckwheat,
buckwheat.
corn,
Yes, yes, so many. There are
quinoa,
some. Which one?
quinoa.
Quinoa. Yeah.
Yeah,
Amaranth.
I'm
Yeah.
around here.
Yeah. According to your
And
climate, where you
teff.
live,
Yeah.
yeah, you can choose. You have a wide range of whole grain, and also, yeah, the flour made out of those grains, and for instance, bread made out of that flour, or pasta, yeah, made out of whole grain. That is okay if you're not obese or if you don't have any degenerative condition. You're welcome to enjoy pasta and flour. However, if not, I would say stick to the grain and chew it, chew it. Turn it into, use your saliva to turn it into, only swallow when you have actually turned it into flour with your teeth and the saliva. Um, so that's the basic healthy plate, yeah, for everybody. But then, obviously, according to your age, condition, if you are a child, if you're an old age, if you are a sports person, perhaps yeah, or if you're a sedentary person, you need perhaps a different proportion of these elements. But these are so basic to the human body, as when you are building a house and you need mortar, yeah, to put the bricks, to glue the bricks into place. Mortar is made of cement, sand, water. And so the grain, the vegetable, the protein are a bit like cement, sand, and water. Um, Sometimes people say, oh, but grains are so expensive, and they try to buy something cheaper. But that would be like trying to make mortar, adding more water instead of cement, because cement is expensive, for instance. Yeah, it doesn't work. I mean, short term it may work because our body is a marvel of cosmic engineering, but in the medium long term you'll pay a price for poor choices. I guess we have to, if we have problems, economic problems, and we need to save, don't do it with food. I would say uh, go for the best quality. I don't say pay more for the same quality. Pay more? No, of course you don't need to. But don't try to eat cheap. Yeah, sometimes, oh, I only paid £1 for that. Okay, take it to the bin. That it's you don't deserve to build your body, because then your immunity is compromised. Um, Perhaps when you're young, you don't see it, you don't feel it so much, but medium long term, you do pay a price for the poor choices that you make. Um, so yeah.
And if you're sensitive, you actually pay a price right away. Like, I must admit, I came from a farming background. We were eating quite naturally, and we were growing most of our things at home. And I tell you, the moment I moved away from home, it didn't take a long time. I recognized it on taste, that carrots doesn't taste like
Yeah,
carrots at home. And everybody said,
yeah.
"Oh no, of course it does. It tastes the same." I said, "No, it doesn't." I
Mhm.
recognized it. I reacted to it intuitively, but I didn't understand it. But actually, it was about actually only a few years after I moved from home, when I was 21, that my health broke down.
Mm.
So
Mhm.
yes, some people who are more sensitive,
Yeah.
which I tend to belong to, can react faster. And some people, they don't react before they are older.
Yes.
So
Yeah. Sooner or later you will. Yeah. Okay. Anything else that we need to focus on? I mean, this is
I think
very
you,
brief. This is a
yeah,
very brief introduction to eating according to nature.
I think you covered it very well. I do want to add one little thing that
Hmm.
I have a special focus on,
Yeah.
especially when people turn more vegan, more vegetarian, that's minerals. Because we get quite a lot of minerals when we eat meat, but when we go away from meat, then we need to have a special attention. Many people think it's protein that gives us strength, but actually
Mm.
it's minerals.
Yeah.
And we need to have special attention to that, and we get minerals from seaweeds,
Yeah.
wild vegetables, root vegetables. So we need to have a little special attention to good quality minerals, also good quality salt. But I
Yes,
think you covered
definitely.
it very well, Alicia.
No, okay. No, that's perfect because, yes, seaweed,
Mm.
it's essential also for calcium. Sometimes people get, oh, if we don't drink cow's milk, what about calcium? Well, vegetables too. There are many these days. People, I think, already hear a lot that green leaf vegetables do contain calcium, but then nothing beats seaweed, and we advise to get at least a bowl of soup with seaweed and use seaweed topping over the vegetables or the grains. So yeah, you get good strong bones and teeth with this food, eating this way. Yeah. And proportion is essential. Sometimes I see people also transitioning from meat into vegetarianism or veganism, but they don't pay much attention to grain, and so they focus more on leaf, on vegetables, leaf and roots. But it's a building block. Yeah, the grain provides a type of essential building block that will build your immunity in a way which no other vegetable, even sea vegetable, can. So if you're listening to us and you haven't worked this out, the proportions, do go back to when you have dinner later, or and try and have more grain than vegetable, and more vegetable than protein. And that you will be eating according to what Mother Nature has defined for us human beings.
Beautiful. Thank you very much, Alicia.
You're welcome.
I am looking forward to having you here again.
I'm there very, very soon for our courses and to enjoy Auno.
So thank you very much for this.
Thank you. See you soon.